All right, so today we're going to take a deep dive into the career of Brando Brandstater.
Seems interesting.
He's a global marketing and branding expert, and his journey is really anything but ordinary.
Okay.
We've got a couple versions of his CV.
Right.
We've got his LinkedIn profile, and even some stuff from the Midea Group website.
Nice.
Sometimes you see a career path, and you think, how on earth did they get there?
Totally.
This is one of those times.
I'm intrigued. Let's hear about it.
So what's interesting is how he kind of zigzags across industries and continents. So he starts at this small production agency in Berlin, then jumps over to a global agency network in Barcelona, and then eventually lands client-side roles all over the map.
Wow. So not the typical climb the corporate ladder story then?
Not at all.
Interesting.
And the range of brands he's worked with
is
pretty wild.
Okay, let's hear it.
Old Phillips.
Marriott.
Wow. Coca-Cola.
That's a diverse portfolio for sure.
I mean, talk about a diverse portfolio, right?
Yeah, you don't see that very often. It's like he was deliberately seeking out a wide range of experiences early on. Just building up a really strong foundation.
Yeah.
To serve him well later in his career.
Yeah, I think you can really see how that breadth of exposure might be valuable when you're tasked with something like rebranding a global company like Midea.
Makes sense.
And he even snagged some Effie awards for his work on Philips campaigns.
Oh, wow.
Back in his agency days.
So early on.
Yeah. And for those who may not know,
yeah,
Effies aren't just for creativity. They're for campaigns that actually deliver results.
Oh, that's a really good point. It shows that he wasn't just coming up with these flashy ideas. He was really focused on how marketing can, drive business outcomes.
Yeah.
That kind of strategic thinking is probably what caught the eye of Kantar MillwardBrown.
That makes sense.
He joins Kantar MillwardBrown.
Okay.
And this is where he really digs deep into understanding consumers.
All right.
He becomes a global account director for Philips Consumer Lifestyle.
Okay.
And he's facilitating these things called consumer decision journey workshops globally.
So at this point, he's not just creating ads.
Right.
He's like mapping out every step a consumer takes.
Right.
From the moment they realize they need a product to the final purchase.
So basically figuring out what makes people buy things.
Exactly.
Right.
And not just in one market, but across different cultures and continents.
Yeah.
That's
pure gold.
Pure gold for a global brand.
Yeah.
It's probably why he was so well equipped to take on the challenge of Midea Group.
And this is where he spends a significant chunk of his career.
Right.
And it's not hard to see why. We're talking about a Fortune 500 company.
Huge.
With over 166,000 employees.
Wow.
And a revenue stream that's simply, Matt, to be exact, $51 billion in revenue.
Goodness.
And Brando was instrumental in transforming Midea from a primarily domestic player into a global powerhouse.
Right.
He spearheaded the rebranding and repositioning of both the Midea home appliance brand and the entire Midea Group corporate brand.
And he's the mastermind behind those really catchy taglines.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear them.
So hashtag make yourself at home for Midea appliances.
Catchy.
And then for the holding company, it's hashtag humanizing technology.
I like it.
And he even created the award-winning hashtag #mhome campaign for Midea, which got over 100 million views.
Those are really good. Those aren't just catchy, though. They're strategic. Like hashtag make yourself at home that positions Midea appliances as like comfortable and inviting.
Right.
While hashtag humanizing technology emphasizes the human-centric approach of the entire company. It's about connecting with consumers on an emotional level, not just selling features and benefits.
And he doesn't just work his magic on the main Midea brand.
Right.
When they acquired Toshiba.
Okay.
He led the charge in refreshing their image.
Interesting.
And he crafts the tagline, hashtag DetailsMatter.
Okay, so this is where his understanding of a brand's heritage really shines.
Yeah.
Toshiba is known for its quality and precision.
Right.
So hashtag DetailsMatter really taps into that legacy while also feeling modern and relevant.
Yeah, that's clever.
Then there's Comfee, a trendy brand that he basically built from scratch.
Wow.
Timed perfectly to ride the online shopping wave during COVID.
Smart.
Plus, he spearheaded the revitalization of the premium MasterKitchen brand.
Okay.
And was part of the team that acquired Eureka, the American floor care giant.
Wow. He really gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What's fascinating is that he seems to approach each brand with a fresh perspective.
Yeah.
tailoring his strategy to its unique strengths and challenges. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Now, here's where things get really interesting.
Okay, lay it on me.
Brando didn't just focus on product branding.
He also built Midea's global sponsorship strategy from the ground up.
Oh, okay.
And these aren't your run-of-the-mill sponsorships.
Yeah.
We're talking multi-million-dollar deals with some of the biggest names in sports.
All right, like who?
So we're talking about the CityFootballGroup,
which
includes powerhouses like Manchester City, New York City FC, and Mumbai City FC.
Oh, wow.
He also brought Corinthians São Paulo, a major Brazilian club, into the fold, and secured a sponsorship with the AFFSuzukiCup, which is a major football tournament in Southeast Asia.
So this is where his earlier experience in understanding the consumer journey likely comes into play. He's not just slapping a logo on a jersey. He's thinking about how to leverage these partnerships to create these really engaging experiences for fans and build a lasting emotional connection with the Midea brand.
His latest power move, signing Erling Haaland as Midea's global brand ambassador in 2023.
Wow, that's huge.
Arguably one of the biggest names in football right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a strategic masterstroke.
Yeah.
Aligning Midea with one of the most exciting and marketable athletes on the planet.
Right.
Haaland's global appeal and dominance on the field, perfectly mirrors Midea's aspirations as a global brand.
It goes beyond just awareness.
Yeah.
It's about associating the brand with excellence and ambition.
Right.
And let me tell you about this amazing anecdote from his LinkedIn.
Right.
During Manchester City's Asia tour, Midea surprised fans in Tokyo with a food truck.
Oh, wow. A food truck?
Manned by none other than Haaland himself.
No way.
Along with teammates, John Stones and Cole Palmer.
Seriously?
They were dishing out.
What were they serving?
#Haaland's Hot Pies. #Palmer Spees. And #Stones Brew.
Cute.
Playing on these like typical stadium food with a fun, personalized twist.
That's genius.
Is a brilliant way to activate the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Create a buzz and get fans talking.
It takes the sponsorship beyond just branding. And turns it into a memorable experience for fans.
Right.
It's the kind of thing that generates social media buzz and creates a lasting positive association with the brand.
Totally.
It tells you Brando's thinking about the big picture, the whole fan experience.
So we've seen his impressive career trajectory.
Yeah.
But what about Brando the person?
Right. What about the man behind the curtain?
Well, his CVs and LinkedIn profile reveal someone who's deeply committed to continuous learning and development.
I like that.
He's got an executive MBA in Spanish.
Wow.
Which is no walk in the park.
Not at all.
And he completed courses on global branding at MIT Sloan.
Nice.
And the IRG 100 Global CMO Leadership course.
So he's not just resting on his laurels.
No.
It suggests a real hunger for knowledge and a desire to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
In a fast-paced field like global marketing, you can't afford to stand still.
And he's not just book smart either. His LinkedIn profile highlights his international experience, his fluency in English, Spanish, and German, and mentions that he's learning Chinese.
Wow.
Apparently Arabic is next on his list.
That's impressive. Talk about a global citizen. That's more than just language skills, though. It's cultural fluency.
Yeah.
It allows him to connect with people from all over the world on a deeper level. Understand their needs and motivations, and build brands that resonate across cultures.
And remember those different versions of his CV?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost as if he's tailoring them to specific audiences.
Interesting.
Highlighting the skills and accomplishments most relevant to each opportunity.
It shows a keen awareness of personal branding.
Yeah.
He's not just listing his achievements. He's crafting a narrative, shaping how others perceive him.
Yeah.
It's a subtle but powerful strategy that many people overlook.
Yeah. I think that's a good place to stop for today. We've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
Yeah, we have.
But there's still so much more to explore.
Can't wait.
So stick with us as we delve deeper into Brando's work. Connect the dots between his diverse experiences and uncover the key insights that make him such a fascinating figure in the world of global branding.
Looking forward to it.